Hello, this video is past Drew. I know I don't like soup that much, that's why you don't see me do any soup video. Anyway, today I'm gonna make for you chicken foot soup. Today is Saturday in Jamaica. On a Saturday, Jamaicans love to cook soup on a Saturday. Anyway, the ingredients are 1 pound of chicken foot, 1 stack of scallion. Make sure it's a big stack. If it's not, two little stacks. 1 medium-sized onion or 2 small onions. 1 ripe pepper. Sea salt, 1 tablespoon of sea salt. We're gonna use 1 tablespoon because the noodles is kind of salty. So after we add a tablespoon, we're gonna taste it, and if you need more, you can always add it at the end. And because I'm doing natural cooking, I'm using a tablespoon of dried basil and a tablespoon of dried parsley. Which is another thing here. 1 teaspoon of pimento seed, whole, and thyme tied to 1 finger. This is white vinegar. We're going to use 1 tablespoon. We're going to use 1 tablespoon to wash the chicken's feet. 1 pack of noodles, chicken noodles. 1 pack of chicken noodles. Chicken noodles. And at the end, or near to the end, if you add 1 pack and you want it to be richer, you can always add 2 packs. And we're going to use water, 8 cups of water to 12 cups of water, but start off with 8 cups. If after you boil the chicken foot and most of the water is dissolved, we're gonna add a cup and a cup. Alright, chicken foot time. We're gonna prep these while. This is my chicken foot that I just bought. Gotta let it defrost. So pour some water on it and some tablespoon of white vinegar. Alright, while we're waiting for this to defrost, I'm just use a food scissors and just cut these off. Cut the toes nails off, the chicken's toenails. Let's cut these off. It's best to use a scissors, or if you have a very, very sharp knife, you can use that too. This is a scissors that I use only for food. As soon as I'm finished with this, I'm just going to rinse it off and put it back in storage. I don't know if anyone is saying why are my videos so long and I can make them shorter, but you know what? In cooking, I'm showing you all the steps because the steps are important. Believe it or not, the steps to cooking is important to getting the flavor that you want at the end. So I'm showing you all the steps, even the preparation part, how I prepare, how clean I am, how I angle meat, how you angle the meat, how you angle the vegetable, how to cut the vegetable, how to make sure the vegetable is very clean, how to make sure that whatever you're cooking is clean. So I'm showing you all the steps. Believe it or not, cooking is a career for me. Like just now, I pick up the feet and I put some bleach on this and I wipe it off with bleach. Because really I shouldn't put the chicken foot on this. I should have used this and put the chicken pieces on this. That's what I should have done. Alright, so back to this. Now with this, it's kind of still frozen. Just peel these off. Just kind of get in between here. Let's talk a little. In the country, when I was a little boy, I'm a Kingstonian, but every summer we would go to the country, Portland to be specific, and our next door neighbor in Portland, she raised chicken, and I remember everything exactly, because she had some big boys over there working. I was a little boy then, and let me tell you how they prepare chicken now. Now, to kill the chicken, they either tie the chicken's foot on a string and turn it like the two of his foot like this, and turn the chicken upside down, about 3 in a row, and then they just use a knife and cut off the neck. Use a knife and cut off the neck. That's a more messy way. The second way they do is just put the chicken body under a bucket and just cut the neck off. Then to strip the feathers off, they dip the chicken in hot water for maybe about a minute or 2 or less, and then they take it off and then strip all the feather off just like that, and then they throw it in. The chicken foot now, they cut these off and they burn it. I think they kind of burn it like. That's all I can say so far. To get the skin off. They dip these in hot water and then strip this off. They're doing it fast now, so sometimes, like these chicken feet, I can tell these are local. These are not from a factory. These are from a little person doing a little chicken farm at home. That's why I'm doing so much work. Look ladies, I'm doing this for a reason, you know, because I know plenty of you that visit my website are women that have Caribbean husband or Jamaican husband or even African husbands or any husband. And you see, I'm doing this for a reason, because my cooking style, I'm not just making Jamaican cooking videos. My cooking style is a unique style, and it's a really healthy alternative to eating Jamaican food. I use a lot of herbs and natural vegetables and spices. So, and over the years I've been cooking like this, and my blood pressure is perfect. Not only that I keep my temperament under control, but I eat well, and I eat meat, and I'm healthy, and I have a healthy weight. Alright, this is the last one. Okay, this, make sure that this is off. Make sure that this is off. And to do that, you just go under it and just get it. Like that. And get it. And you can always cut it off too. You peel it off like this. Don't put your hands in the way like me. Alright? So let's give these a last rinse. Make sure everything is off and it's clean and pretty. You see, because you as the cook, you don't want, when you serve this, you know, people look at it and they see little scales or they see something that they don't like. So the preparation part is very important. See, so these look clean and pretty. That's what you want. Make sure everything is off. See, scale. And now we're going to put this chicken foot to boil. So therefore, put to eat. big enough pot for stewing. Put your angle inside. Add the water. So I'm starting off with 8 cups of water. This is a meal for a small family of maybe 4. This is our chicken foot. Just add it to the water. And cover it. If it starts to froth, we can just half open it, but just to get it boil going, put the stove gauge on 4. On 6 for right now. Until it comes to a boil, they put it on 4. While we wait for that, we're going to start prepping. If you're using yam, okay, we're in Jamaica and we have access to yam. If you don't have access to yam, you can always use Irish potato. Alright, so let's strip these off. This is a lot. So back to the point, the yam dough. Don't peel the yam yet. Peel the yam when you're about to put it in. Put your onions. Rinse the pepper. Thyme. A piece. About this much. This much, 1 finger. This now we're not going to dice it, we're just going to put it in whole, kind of crush it, kind of beat it with a knife and then put it in. This is a medium-sized onion. The recipe calls for 2 small onions, but 1 medium-sized onion. And this is a large carrot, so it's 1 large carrot or 2 small carrots. Garlic cloves now. After 6 minutes it comes to a boil. Put the stove gauge on 4 now. See, look, it's boiling. Alright, this is 1 pound of pumpkin. The recipe calls for ½ pound. The pumpkin now, I'm going to use the pumpkin as brata, like brata to help thicken the soup. So peel off the skin. And once the chicken foot is boiled to a point, I'm going to add this and let it boil out and dilute. So remove the skin. When I say how where's the pumpkin? Remove this. And just rinse it off and put it aside till you're ready. It's our yam, but remember now, we're not going to look after the yam until it's near to go in. So you just cover this until you're ready to use it. And we're going to make spinners, some of the dumplings. but we're going to do it near to the end. Now this has the chicken has been boiling. For about 25 minutes now. So start peeling. Remember, I rinse these off, and I decided to use the 2 carrots. Yam take the longest to cook, so yellow yam. This is 1 pound and a quarter, but you can use a pound or thereabouts, or more or less. Don't rinse this, just peel it. Put some oil on your hand if you to avoid it. Might itch. There I go. I didn't put any oil on my hand, but the practice is to put oil on your hand. And if it do anything to my hand, I'm gonna show it to you. I think it always kinda stain it up. So peel this as thin as possible. So remember now, you're not gonna rinse this. Just make sure that everything is cut off. I see a lot of Jamaicans cook, and they're not so prideful as me, you know, as they peel off every little rotten piece and so. I see they cook and they cut everything and put it in the pot same way. Now to the pot. Just open it. The stove's gauge is on 4 all this time. I want you to see the chicken foot, but I still show you. Make sure your knife is clean, and just cut these. Careful, don't let it splash on you. Then the pumpkin, just dice these up, because it's gonna be small and diluted in the soup. I decided to use the 1 pound of pumpkin. This is how the chicken foot look. This is how the chicken foot look. It's kind of getting there. And just cover it. Stove's gauge is on 4 all this time. So just cover this. And clean your area. Okay, this is our chicken foot. This is how the foot look. Okay, our chicken foot soup is boiling away. Okay, we're gonna make the dumplings now. If you were making, you can make the dumplings 2 ways. You can make them like a tire, around like a tire, or you can make spinners. If you were making them big like a tire, like round, like big round dumplings, you would put them in the same time as we put in the yam. But we're making spinners. So 2 pounds of flour, a pinch of salt, or a teaspoon. And a quarter cup of water. You just make a spinners. Just make your spinners good size, you know, to about that big. Good size spinners. Don't put them together too close because they're gonna stick. And we're just gonna cover this until we're ready to put it in. Keep them separate. See them sticking already. Let's cover this and put it aside for later. This is a total of 50 minutes. 30 minutes to cook the chicken foot and 20 minutes now since we have the yam in. This is what it looks like. And the pumpkin breaking out, that's what you want. It's gonna soften, it's gonna break out. Alright. So just continue. Cover it and continue. In about 10 minutes I'm gonna add the dumpling, a teaspoon of pimento seeds. You can put those in. That's the first season we put in. We'll put the seasoning near to the end. Okay, now it's been a total of 1 hour since we've been cooking. So first thing first, add the salt. 1 tablespoon. Remember now, add 1 tablespoon. Add 1 tablespoon because once we add the noodles might be salt. Then you taste it and add more at the end. You see it's taking the color already. Alright, now add the dumplings. Kind of stick. Dumplings here could have smaller still, but if you had children, these are good size dumplings for soup though. You don't want to make them too small. Just keep it covered. Stove gauge is on 4 all this time. And at this point you can add this scallion. People usually beat this, but it's not necessary because it's going into hot water, so it's gonna, the heat of the water is gonna break it. Alright, just to recap, so we boil the chicken's feet for 30 minutes. We'll put the yam in and the pumpkin and we'll boil that for 30 minutes. So that's an hour in total. Then we just put in the boiled dumplings and the salt and the scallion, whatever. Green onions, you know, the leaf that grows up when the onion is growing, that's really scallion. So put the stove gauge on 6 just to get the boil going. Keep the stove gauge on 4. You don't want to put it on high because it's going to boil up too much and overflow. Add the garlics. I want the garlic to break down and soften out. Add the garlics. Alright, while we wait for that, let's dice up these pepper. Pepper is not so good in my. That's my pepper. The time, I'm not ready to put these in yet. Let's dice the onions. Alright, look. Jamaicans don't use onion in soup, but because I'm doing natural cooking, I'm not gonna add any MSG seasoned salt. I'm not gonna add any. I'm gonna add no powder season whatsoever. That's why I use natural herbs, because it's pretty much the same things. And the onion, Jamaicans do not use onion in soup. However, because it's natural cooking I'm doing, you can use the onion. Just dice it. You don't want it to break down in the soup. So the dumpling has been boiling for about 10 minutes. Let's put that in. Dice these. Dice the carrots. Dice them about ½ inch or about ¼ inch. Now after 1 hour and 30 minutes in total, no, after 1 hour and 15 minutes in total, it's a noodle, chicken noodle. That's what it looks like. Noodles with some powder seasoning and stuff like this. Chicken noodle. So you just add the chicken noodle to your pots. Stir it in. Garlic, let's break up the garlic. Alright. Now add thyme sticks and your pepper. We're just gonna let the pepper just spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna let it stay in there for a little while and then you just cover this. Stove gauge is on 4 all this time. People quarrel with me and say they don't know what 4 means. Alright, some of your stoves probably have high, low, medium and so forth. So when you hear me say 4, that's like medium low really. Add the dried herbs. These packs of noodles is 660 grams, equivalent 2.1 ounce. It's just chicken noodles. After you add the noodles every 5 minutes, just stir it. I didn't add any more water to this because it's a food soup. Now, after 5 minutes, near to the end, this is our carrot. Add the carrot. messed up thing that I put in there that I don't know what it is the noodles. Other than that, you can see how clean this is. I didn't have any broth, I didn't have anything, and it's thick and it smells nice. I wish cameras could smell. If you can, right at the end, remove the scallion. If you can. It's gonna be all broken up, but remove it. And the pepper, remove the pepper. So I'm gonna give you a bird's eye view. Don't want to mess up my camera, so see, I've been timing it. So that's it. So it's finished. So just to recap for chicken's feet, chicken foot soup. God, it's hard to talk properly sometimes. Chicken's feet soup. Alright, we boil the chicken's feet for half an hour. Then we add the yam and boil that for half an hour. Then we added the dumplings and boil that for 50. And then we added the scallion, garlic and the onions, and then we boil that. Then we added the herbs and the spices and the other seasoning. Then we boil that for 10 minutes, and then we add the carrot near to the end. But look below there, look below there, you'll see the ingredients on that side, and the instruction will be on that side. So that's it. We added the noodles. Your husband is gonna say, boy, this carrot crunchy, sir. I bet your husband say, boy, this carrot crunchy. Okay, now we're getting ready to serve. This is how it looks. It's gonna get a little thick. Remove the thyme stick. It's thick. See how the chicken foot cook. Alright. So that's our soup. Thick. Chicken's feet soup. Chicken foot soup. Chicken foot soup.